Hello and welcome to What We Wrote. I am Esme.
And I'm Emma.
And we are two friends who have been writing together for decades. This is a special bonus episode of the podcast where we are beholden to no one. We will be talking about books in depth, our favourite or least favourite tropes, writing tips, and whatever the hell we want, really. And this week we are talking about Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, a book neither of us had read until now.
And oh boy, howdy did we read it.
We done read it.
We done read it. And boy, do we have feelings.
Yeah, we do. So to start with, we'll give a brief overview of our thoughts, no spoilies, and then we will be going very much in depth into it after.
There will be spoilers about.
There will be spoilers.
Everything.
We will.
If you haven't read the book or if you hate spoilers, be warned.
Pause, read the book, come back when
exactly.
you finished it, because you don't want to miss this. So yeah, I guess Emma, what are your overview sort of thoughts? What did you rate it?
Oh boy, this was hard to rate.
Yeah.
Because my feelings are extremely mixed.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to put it at like a 3.5 out of 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would rate probably the first 2/3 of the book like 2.
Yeah.
It pulled it back in the last little bit, I'm not going to lie. I was sitting reading this book in my lunch break at work and I was like, am I invested in this?
I did the same thing. I've got it in my notes. I think it's like chapter 19 and I'm like, why am I enjoying this stupid book?
I did exactly the same. I was like, damn it, I'm into this.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, I think my overview would be, I have some massive problems with the premise. I think there are some enormous plot holes. It's super predictable, but I don't know, man. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, look, I was very much the same. Through the first half, I was thinking this is a solid 2-star read.
Yep.
And then, it's entertaining.
I know, right?
I had a good time reading it. I really did.
Yep.
I don't know why, because as you say, it was terribly predictable. There's so many problems with it.
So many
problems with it. I spent a lot of it being like, what? Why? But ultimately, yeah, it was enjoyable. Like it's not going to be winning any fine literature awards.
Ooh, no.
But also, I don't think she set out to write something like that either.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, the writing is not amazing in some places.
No.
But
she can string a sentence together for the most part.
And she got me in.
Yeah, exactly. So props. So yeah, I think I ended up rating it about 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't go much higher than that for many reasons that we'll go into.
We're going to discuss.
But honestly, 3 stars is more than what I was expecting to give it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, there were points during the first half that I was like, 1.5 stars?
Yeah. Like, what am I reading?
Why do you even like this book so much? But yeah, it's pulled it back. Pulled it back in the end.
It really did. Cool.
Let's get into the
nitty gritty. So yeah, here there'll be spoilers. Let's do this.
Musical interlude.
Do you have a tissue?
Downstairs.
1 moment, please. We'll just keep this in there rather than do it hold stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, my feet are numb. Whereabouts?
On the windowsill next to the sink.
So cold.
You should have put a jumper on.
Well, I wore it yesterday.
This is a bonus episode, it doesn't count.
Background.
Yeah, we're clearly in a different location. Alright, we're good.
Yes.
Great.
Alright. Okay.
Well,
Cool.
I don't even know where to begin.
Okay. Well, look, I wrote copious notes throughout.
Yes.
So I'll probably use a bit of that as a
Yes. I think probably the first thing I want to talk about is I have one massive problem with the premise as a whole.
Okay.
And I think that undercuts a lot of the whole story, honestly, because I'm like, this is dumb. And I don't understand why this is like this.
So like this, yeah.
So my big problem is, okay, you're at war.
Yeah.
You've been at war for 400
I know what this is going to be. Yeah, okay, go on.
You are conscripting people into your army because you need so many soldiers to keep this war going.
Yeah.
And you send your very best and brightest to a school where 3/4 of them die before they even meet a dragon.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
How many kids are these guys popping out to sustain their population?
Sustain this?
Like,
This is insane behavior. Like, okay, I get the dragons are dangerous. I get that the dragons might cook people. But the fact that most of the cadets don't even get to meet a dragon before they die, like, oh, you can just stab a bitch in his sleep, and that's totally fine, no punishment. Oh my god. Fail them out and send them to the infantry or something.
Like the whole premise that, like, you must just be effortlessly good at everything.
Oh,
like, we're not going to teach you how to not get killed. You just have to figure it out on your own. And if you don't figure it out,
then
well,
you're dead.
You probably weren't going to make it out there anyway.
Like the
but
whole
also, like,
running across the fucking bridge.
It just, because if you had no respect for human life, which they clearly don't. Wouldn't you just chuck them in the war? Because at least they're
cannon fodder.
Yeah, at least they're cannon fodder.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, if they can't cut it as dragon riders, don't kill them.
No.
Send them to the front lines as infantry.
Make them
Put
cook
them,
things.
Make them grunts or something. Like, why are you
so
killing
many other
so
things people can do?
of these children before they even, like, it just blows my mind. I'm like, there is no wonder you have to conscript people into your army because you are killing, like,
they're killing them faster than people are breeding them.
Absolutely. And, like, at one point they're like, 10% of cadets die in the war games. Why? Just make
Clearly
them
you're not very good at teaching people. I think there's a flaw in your curriculum.
I was losing my mind. The whole book, I was like, this is so dumb.
So dumb.
And I get that it's like, it's to make it seem super hardcore.
Well, in my opinion, it was just to feed off that trope, like, the Hunger Games, Divergent, like, they have to have...
it's so dauntless.
Yeah. Like, it's just another way to, like, increase stakes, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
To have, like, games and all of this sort of stuff.
Yeah, and to be like, you're gonna die if you don't succeed at this, so it makes it hard for Violet to be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna leave and go back. But
because, any normal sane person would. Like, you'd just be like, no, this isn't
this.
for me. Yeah. I choose life.
Yeah, the fact that it's like, oh, well, I'm in this now, and if I don't get good, then I'll die. Like, it does increase the stakes for her a little bit. But it's
like, there needed to be, there needed to be a bigger reason or, I don't know, something.
I think that if Violet had been more about pleasing her mother and more about, like, I need to prove that I can do this, to prove that I'm not lesser or weak or whatever, you could have just done away with the whole, like, you're gonna die if you don't do this right kind of thing. And, like, again, you can keep the thing where it's like the dragons routinely cook people if you aren't good enough or whatever, because that's, like, outside of the control of the government or whatever. Like, okay, we can't control dragons. Dragons do what dragons want. But the fact that, like, it's, like, state-sanctioned death cult.
And, like, and, like, they're encouraged to basically murder each other.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know about you, but in an army, do you want your soldiers
to be killing each other?
Murdering each other? Do you think that's going to magically stop once they actually join the army?
Right.
Like, that's not what you want to be breeding. You want your soldiers to be loyal to one another.
Yes. And I think, like, a lot in, like, the real army, a lot of it is, like, training people to have that extremely, like
brainwashed
level of loyalty to each other, so that in a combat situation, your soldiers are looking after each other first and foremost.
And you're more likely to do stupid things in order to, beat the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I feel like, I don't know what their aim was with that.
No.
Like,
it doesn't make any sense.
And so we get the strongest. It's like, no, so you get the...
Again, you could weed out the weakest without killing them.
Yeah. You just be like, you failed.
Yeah.
Go read a book.
Exactly. Go join the squad.
Because apparently they're, equally as
important.
Or
whatever.
Which, fair. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that I had the same thought.
Yeah, so that was a major issue for me. And I also, like, my very first note that I wrote down was, so the Dragon Risers are basically Dauntless from
Yeah,
Divergent.
that's what I was like. So this is basically just Divergent with dragons.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
They're cool, they're hot,
Yeah.
they're dangerous, they wear black leather.
Yeah.
You know, they're like the faction that is like badass and hardcore.
Yeah. All factions have their uses. Yeah, but we know
But
which
we
one's
know
the
which
coolest.
one's the cool
yeah,
one.
we know which one everyone wants to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I've read this before.
Yeah, exactly. Well, my first note was basically 14 pages in, and we have already established our love triangle.
Oh yes, 100%.
We got that out of the way real quick.
I had from the very second that Mira said to stay away from Xaden Riorson, I was like, he's gonna be hot, he's gonna be bad boy, he's gonna be love interest.
Yeah. So we had Dane, the sweet friend zone dude.
Yeah.
Sweet. Who won't get a look in. Yeah, he was
We're
supposed to be
gonna have
sweet.
to talk about Dane.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
because
talk
I
about
have a big problem with
there's
Dane.
problems with Danes. There's problems with everyone in this book, to be honest.
Yeah, they all suck.
Except there's one that I feel could maybe be
redeemable.
Yeah. None of the main trio. There was Dane and then Xaden, the guy she was specifically told to stay away from because he would like murder her the second he saw her.
Yeah, which he didn't do. For reasons. Well, because he's not as evil as everybody made him out to be.
He's just a misunderstood little baby.
Yeah. He's actually the good guy. Etc. I also had the note that I've never in my life seen someone so hot that it literally stopped me in my tracks.
No.
Like, I just...
the way Violet talks about men in general.
Oh my god.
Wow.
She's so horny.
She's problematic.
Yeah.
Like, talk about objectifying.
Oh my god, I know.
If the roles were reversed and she was a dude talking about a woman that way, like, there would be an uproar.
Yeah.
Like, there's times where it, like, physically made me uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't think you can say that.
Yeah. And it, like, okay, I get that it's a romance. I get that that's the point. But I also have, like, I don't know. I feel like she actually doesn't write it very well. It feels like every time she sees Xaden, it's like, oh my god, he's so hot. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so hot. Oh my god, he's so hot. He's so hot. What does this man look like? Tell me why he's hot. Because honestly, by the time she sees him shirtless, like fighting in the pits or whatever, I'm like, I don't remember what he looks like. I know he's fucking hot.
I assumed he had black hair.
I mean, yeah, we assume
That's
that.
all I know.
And he's got, like, you know, sexy tattoos or whatever.
Oh yeah, he's got magic tattoos. That
Magic
dragons
dragon
like
tattoo.
breathe on them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
But like, I don't know what color his hair, I don't know what his face shape is like, I don't know what his eye color is. Like, all I know that he's so hot.
It's like,
And I'm like,
sexy.
can you show us why he's hot? Don't just tell me over and over again that he's so hot.
He just is though.
He's so hot.
You don't need to know anymore. He
He's just hot.
You can just plug and play. Put whatever you fancy in there and go with that. Maybe that's why I have no image of him. He's just like this guy with black hair, I guess.
There's the outline of insert hot man here.
Yeah. It's like a read your own adventure kind of thing.
And I mean, look, I don't know. Did it work? Yes. Do I think Xaden's hot?
Yes,
absolutely. But
yeah,
this is my conundrum with this book. Is like, how did you make me care
about
why
this
am I invested? Dumpster of a man.
I know. That's the thing.
Okay, let's talk. I feel like we've got to talk about the love triangle because that's really the thing, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's the basis of the novel, basically.
Yeah.
And dragons.
So it feels
horrendously forced.
It feels very Twilight. We knew that Jacob/Dane was never going to have a chance.
Yeah.
Like, he's just there for set dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just there to make Xaden jealous.
Basically.
Yeah. There was this one bit, where was it? Hang on, let me try and find it. It made me laugh. It's chapter 10. Dane, because Dane's like constantly trying to get Violet to leave. Yes. To leave because you're getting murdered and then whatever. And so he's like, I can't lose you. I can't watch you get hurt. Because, you know, he's obviously horrendously head over heels in love with her.
Of course.
And then Violet says something like, I step away from my best friend. I'm like, yes, Violet, we know you friend zoned him.
I had
like, really? You didn't have to say that. We get it.
I had a similar note from I think it was when they were on the dragon field just after Violet had got her dragons.
Yeah. Is that when they kissed?
I don't remember. My notes are very vibes based, and I did not write down what chapter they were in. Unlike you, I was just like, I'm having feelings. But she says something like, I keep forgetting he's my best friend. And I'm like, I'm sorry. That's not a thing that happens.
What?
I think she was mad at him. And
Right.
she was like, you know, I keep forgetting he's supposed to be my best friend kind of thing because I'm so annoyed at him kind of thing. But I'm like, if he's actually your best friend, you don't forget that he's your best friend.
No.
That's not a thing that happens at all. And also, I added the note, Dane is so obnoxious, put this man in the bin.
Oh, he is such a... He is more of a red flag than Xaden.
Which is...
That's saying something. Because Xaden, I think, was written to be a red flag.
That man is a walking red flag, but that's the point of it.
Yes.
So we're okay with Xaden.
Yeah, you're okay with that because you expect it. He's
know.
waving that flag proudly.
He's like, I'm
he's
dangerous.
He's on the Pride March with his red flag, you know. But Dane masquerades as a good boy. Yeah.
He's nice guy. He's got that nice guy.
Yeah, typical
vibe.
nice guy vibe.
Like, oh, I've been your friend for all these years. Like, he's fucking Ross Geller. Like, I've been your friend for so many years, and I'm always so nice to you, and I look after you, and I'm trying to keep you safe, so you need to love me. I deserve your love.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck off. You're gross.
He is such a pain in the ass.
He's
every time.
Horrific. Every time he's on the page, I'm like, get rid of him.
How just...
And there was no chance that, like, it's not really a love triangle. It's just two men fawning over Violet.
Basically.
Like,
and she was like, I love the whole, wow, Dane got hot. Like,
okay.
And then she was like thirsting after him for a while. And then...
Yeah, she's like, oh, it would be weird with Dane.
But she still did the whole, but he never looked at me that way. And like, he very clearly does.
Clearly
from the second we met him.
His jaw is like on the floor, and there's drool coming out of it basically the entire time.
I thought she was supposed to be smart.
Yeah, I know, right?
The fact that Violet is portrayed as this like super intelligent person the whole time.
She's not.
The dumbest person I've ever seen.
She's
like,
dumb as a brick.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Like the way she came to like some sort of like wild conclusions, and I'm like, I figured that out like 3 chapters ago.
Yeah.
Like, duh.
Obviously.
There was one bit where I think it was, you know, she was talking to Dane about, you know, he was like, oh, please go home. And she was like, no, I'm doing fine. And she said, 15% don't make it here. So by being here, I've already beaten the odds. And I was like, that's not how statistics work.
No.
Technically, you are the odds.
Yeah, you are.
Because you're part of the 85% that made it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, 85%? That's still quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So you haven't beaten the odds. You're just part of the odds. Like, if you were part of the 15% that died, well, that's unlucky. That's the part that you're trying to beat. So I just
she's the whole relationship with Dane, I'm just like, honestly, I would have felt better if she just said, hey, you're being a fucking dick, get out. But she keeps like, because like letting him come back and do it again, and like,
yeah, I don't know, it just felt so weird the way he was constantly like, you shouldn't be here. Like, it didn't feel really like he was
supportive.
Yeah. Like, Xaden was right. He never once actually tried to help her not die.
Yeah.
He was just like, let's get you out of here.
Yeah.
And then what? Like, nothing good was going to happen when she left.
No.
Apparently.
Yeah. Well,
like,
as far as we know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. And he, like, I don't know, I just hate him.
Yeah.
Kind of hate him so much. Like, and the rules lawyer thing, like, I was like, you're a little bitch. Like,
a little bit. Yeah, but then when fucking his girlfriend broke the rules, he was all like, "Oh, well, that doesn't count."
That doesn't count.
Yeah, it does. It's a pretty big rule to break, actually.
And I mean, look, okay, I get that, like, that was supposed to demonstrate to us, like, okay, he cares more about the rules than he does Violet, which is another reason to put him in the bin.
Yeah, it was that, but also, like, I think it was because Xaden just believed her.
Yeah.
And Dane didn't. He wanted to see the memory.
Yes. Which, and I feel like she's done a very, I don't know if it was intentional. Maybe it was not. But I think actually giving him such an invasive power was actually a good move because, again, it adds to the red flags.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
just going to take this memory off you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to believe you unless you show it to me in your memory. Yeah, so I just
hate him.
I hate it. Pretty much. That's about it. Yeah.
And look, I gotta say it. I really like Xaden.
I can't. Yeah, I do.
He's this.
I find him very confusing. I didn't like, and it could just be a little bit of narrator bias.
Yeah.
Because we're led to believe that he is going to murder her the first chance he gets because of who she is.
Yeah.
And in a way, it does seem like even Xaden himself wants to do that. But then he gets the opportunity and for some reason doesn't, which is when she's in the tree. Like, he could have then.
My vibe on Xaden, this man could have been made perfectly to tick all of my, like, reader romance boxes. He's, like, appears like a bad boy. Actually is a really good guy.
Yeah.
Big sweetie. Yeah. Soft marshmallowy insides. Fucking love that for me. And I think that, like, my read on that scene where he finds her in the tree is, I'm being better than what you were. Like, my little rebellion crew here is going to do better than we aren't going to become the thing that these people want to make us.
Yeah.
And that's why they're helping each other when, you know, it's supposed to be like every man for himself. Yeah. That's why they're supporting the ones who are failing.
Yeah. Which is what you should be fucking doing.
Exactly.
Because if you notice, most of those guys make it through the trials.
Exactly. Teamwork.
Yeah.
makes the dream work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really like him. I think he's very hot. I do like his whole, like, tortured.
Yeah, look, I have to admit there was elements of him that reminded me a lot of our current writing project with Theo.
A little bit of a rebel.
A little bit of a rebel with a good heart, but yeah, look.
A leader,
yeah, natural born leader. The whole, like, taking on the crime of others to help them move forward. Yep.
He's so good. I love him.
Yeah.
And I think that is where the switch came for me, where I was like, blah, 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 I roll. Like, I have notes here, like, you know, oh my god, we get it, Xaden's hot. We don't have to mention every single time we see him.
Yes, we do.
You
might forget.
I have a few comments about, like, the dragon stuff, and then I'm like, this dude is the actual worst. And then I go, oh, fuck it, I'm into it. I can't help it. I'm such a sucker for enemies to lovers. I guess I'm invested now or something. And, like, I really do think it was Xaden that switched me on this book. I was like, I don't know, I like this guy.
Yeah, I became quite invested in Xaden. Violet still annoys the shit out of me, but...
Yeah. I go back and forth on Violet. Sometimes I don't mind her, sometimes I'm like, oh my god.
No. But it just does nothing for me.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about the disability with Violet. So she has basically fantasy EDS.
Yes.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we stand representation. And I believe that the author has it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think others in her family, like I think her kids have it too or something. So that is great. there are some elements of it that I don't like, though. So I don't know if it was portrayed the best possible way. In saying that, still great that it was there. It's better there than not.
But not, yeah.
And I guess it's probably more because of the way that the trials and shit are framed, as opposed to the way the disability is written. Because we have that whole everyone drops off perches all the time for no apparent reason. Yeah. So we're supposed to believe that Violet has like a harder time and struggles with it and is weaker than the rest. Yeah. But it doesn't really portray, because like, yes, we see her struggling, but we see others struggling just as much. Yeah. We see other people continuously
getting killed
at the drop of a hat. I just don't know if it worked.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's things where I think she did it well, like
in the sparring.
Yeah, and I think actually having accommodations.
Yes.
So like having the saddle.
Yeah.
And, you know, Tarn letting her like slide down his leg.
Yeah. And not having that as like a problem or anything. It's like, it's just something that needs to be done.
Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of like, you know, like, oh, if you're a real writer, then you would need blah, 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 blah. But I think like allowing accommodations for her, and like in the gauntlet thing, like allowing her to cheat.
Yeah.
You know, like she did it.
Yeah.
So it counts.
Yeah.
So I think there were ways that it was done well. It's like, you know, her disability wasn't erased or fixed.
No. Yes, I was worried that she was going to do like a magical fix.
She was just going to get strong.
Yeah.
And suddenly it wouldn't be a problem anymore.
Yeah. I was like, oh, please don't do that.
But yeah, there were also...
And and I guess like what it was, because like, yes, those bits were great. Maybe it was just the portrayal, because we were just constantly told she's so small, she's so breakable, she's so oh my gosh. I was like, yes, we know you're showing us that. We don't need it forced
to also be told.
Yes, yeah.
And
I liked the way, you know, she often talked about pain and stuff. She's like, I'm always in pain. So a little bit more pain is, you know, whatever. So yeah, I think she kind of overdid it, because if she'd just taken away all the telling, then it actually would have been a really good portrayal.
Yeah,
I think she just went a little bit hard
on
it.
And I think like that is a problem that I have with Rebecca Yarros' writing, is she does tend to tell a little bit.
Oh my god, the exposition.
Oh my god!
I'm just going to randomly recite exposition. That was like nervous. I'm like, and I have no other way to get this information across.
I had my note. I recite world history to myself to keep myself calm is probably the funniest way to drop lore I've ever heard of.
I have to give her props.
Creative.
Yeah. Dumb, but kind of cool. Not cool, but
no, creative.
It was it's like, okay, well, sure.
Yeah.
It did make me giggle.
I know, I had to laugh too. I was like, okay,
I guess. That's kind of what I was like, it's like, it's very exposition-y, but I guess.
I wasn't there for it. I was like, I mean, props for being like, I don't know how to get this information out, and like, okay, I'm going to make my character a massive nerd.
Yes, I don't think she was real great on the world building, because I didn't understand what the fuck was going on for half of this book. I didn't understand who was the bad guys. I didn't understand like what Xaden and his dad did with the rebellion. I was like, what rebellion? Because at first I thought it was like the rebellion with the like who they're actually at war with, but then I was like, oh no, it's actually the rebellion of within the thing.
It was like a civil war.
Yeah, it was like a civil war, but it wasn't like.
Yeah, no, I followed all of that pretty well. It was very like. As I was reading it, I was like, this is fucking propaganda. Yeah. Like, I'm reading propaganda
there's
right now.
so much wrong with Basgiath.
And I'm like...
What are they called?
Romeo is the bad guy.
Yeah.
The bad guys. And like halfway through. Not even halfway through.
I
was like, so... There's no way that this country has been at war with you for 400 years over, like, fucking resources or whatever bullshit excuse. I'm like, there's something else going on here. I was like, there's no way that they are, like, pure evil.
And I'm sorry, but any sort of government that willingly sacrifices 80% of their youth every single year, probably not the good guys. No.
No, and, like, who, like, executed traitors and then force their children to become dragon riders in the hope that they would all die.
Not good, guys.
Not good, guys.
No.
it's
not good.
Not good.
I don't know why she was so fucking surprised.
The fact that the wyverns and the venene were not fables was so telegraphed. Like, I saw that coming. As soon as she pulled out that book and was like, oh, it's just fables though. I'm like,
is it though?
Not though.
I assumed it wasn't almost immediately.
Yeah. I was like, well, 100% that's coming up again.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I guess it's a bit Chekhov's gun. It's like, why would you mention it if it wasn't important?
Yeah.
And
You do need to have it fed through, otherwise it's just like, where does it come from?
The fable book coming up so many times, it made it really obvious that it was important.
Particularly, yeah.
I feel like there could have been a better way to seed that in.
It was just a bit clumsy.
It was a bit clumsy. It just felt a bit ham-fisted.
But also she couldn't have just removed it.
No, but I think the fable book should have been mentioned. That's fine. I think that Violet's discovery that there wasn't another copy in the library was great.
I thought that was cool.
I was like,
oh,
we're erasing history.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That was
an
books. Excellent lore drop.
Yeah.
Like a hint, foreshadow that all's not as
the
it
note
seems.
in the book.
Too much.
Way too much.
Particularly
when she was like, I wonder what that means.
I wonder what it means. I'm like,
you're supposed to be intelligent. He literally just told you what it means. Like, it's right there. It's not that difficult to do. So obvious. And then she's like, and just puts it away. Doesn't think of it again until when she sees the wyvern, and she was like, oh, that's what he was talking about. Like,
you are a fucking dumbass girl.
So dumb.
So stupid.
She wouldn't have made it in the scribe.
No.
They'd have killed her as well.
Or maybe she would have, because maybe what the scribes really want from people is like
people who don't question
people
things.
Don't question things.
True.
So maybe she would have been great.
Yeah, true.
Maybe that's why she was so good at the scribe guild, because she just doesn't think any further.
Yeah, doesn't think her own thoughts.
Oh, if it's not written down, it can't be true.
Yeah. Very true.
Stupid girl.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got to talk about dragons.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Why weren't there more dragons? This whole book, I was like,
we didn't get to the dragons until
the coolest fucking thing in this
halfway
book.
through.
Why
we
are
didn't
there
even see a dragon.
We didn't even see a dragon.
We saw a shadow of a dragon.
We saw dragons
in the distance.
There were dragons when they first entered when she got
that's right.
Gauntlet.
Yeah,
we did see the dragons then.
I had to laugh.
We saw Scale.
Yeah, Scale. Yeah. I had to laugh that every dragon we saw was bigger and badder than the next. It was like, oh my god, it was the biggest dragon I've ever seen. It was like, clearly you've never actually seen a dragon up close, because every time she saw a new dragon, it was like, oh my god, it's even bigger!
It's so big!
It's so big! And then we saw Xaden's, and it was like, oh my god, it's so big! And then we saw Tien, and she was like, oh my god, it's so big! And then we saw the Commander's dragon, I was like, oh my god, he's the biggest I've ever seen! It was like, oh my god.
So many dragons.
They're big.
Yeah, we get it. Dragons are huge. But like, for the dragon book, there was not enough dragons. As soon as the dragons came in, I was like, the dragons are cool.
Yeah, we like
this
dragons.
book instantly got better now there are dragons.
Yeah.
Tan was basically my favourite character.
Yeah, same.
I was like, why is he not
great.
here more?
Yeah.
He was so good.
He was good.
I liked his sassy, his sassy little thing.
I feel like Tan is what I wanted Athro to be.
Yeah.
and very much failed.
Yeah, Dan is great. How do you feel about the super special second dragon?
I saw it coming.
I fucking
All
hate
of my notes are like, oh, big black dragon that no one's, hasn't bonded with anyone for years. I guess it's that one. And then it was like, oh no,
the
super special gold dragon that doesn't want to fight. It's got to be that one. And then I was like, oh, well, it's clearly a baby. So maybe she won't do that one. And then it spoke, and I'm like, oh, well, guess she's getting 2 dragons.
Yeah, I was like,
why choose one? When you could almost see that she was trying to decide herself which dragon she should get, and then she was just like, YOLO, you get both.
Yeah, I fucking hated it. So as soon as I saw the gold dragon, I was like, oh, she's going to get pretty much what you thought.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she's going to get the super special gold dragon because it's so weak and she's so weak. And it's kind of like she's going to have to continue this uphill battle thing.
That's what I thought too.
I actually didn't expect her to get 10.
Oh, I did.
But, I mean, as soon as he showed up, I was like, Oh, so she's getting the biggest, baddest dragon.
Yeah.
I wanted her to pick one. I really, like, not in the story, but I wanted the author to pick one.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that she got 2 dragons. I just think it is pushing it from, like, I'm the protagonist of this book and therefore, like, special things happen to me because otherwise the book wouldn't be about me, to Mary Sue. Straight up Mary Sue.
Yeah.
I'm like,
she's the merriest Sue that ever Mary Sued.
But
She's
I'm
got
like,
the item of the long dead relative.
Yeah.
She's got.
I wanted either her to go, okay, she gets the gold dragon and she has to continue, like, being the underdog and having the uphill fight and having a dragon that's less powerful, or she gets the biggest, baddest dragon and it proves that the dragons are interested more than just physical strength and that they also care about strength of character, intelligence, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I wanted either or.
Yeah.
And it very much felt to me that the author was like, I want her to have, like, a super useful power, like a big, damaging power. Shit. Pause. Brendan! Can you turn the vacuum off, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just muted you. Go away.
Yeah, she's like, okay, I want to have, like...
It's just not enough for the dog.
Okay.
It's very annoying. Hurry up, vacuum. Great. Yeah, she wanted Violet to have, like, a big, powerful, useful power. But she also wanted to keep time-stopping things like a little Deus Ex Machina in her back pocket in case she wrote herself into a hole and she didn't have any other way out of it.
Yeah.
And that shut me off. I was like, just fucking pick one.
Yeah, look, I didn't hate it.
I hated it
I
so
didn't
much.
love it.
It was the thing that I hated
I was
most.
just like, saw it coming kind of thing. I was like, of course, why not?
And I found Undana really annoying. Like,
Did you?
Yeah, a little. Oh, I'm so little and sweet. Oh, fuck off! You aren't what a dragon should be. Go away. I want my cool. Tan is cool. I love Tan.
Yeah.
He is awesome. Can we just have the cool dragon and fuck off with the little pathetic baby dragon?
And Dana kind of reminded me of Ellen Terry.
Yes.
Little sweet,
Little sweet.
happy dog Jerry.
Yeah, no, I wasn't a fan on Donna. I was like, I am annoyed by this.
Yeah, I didn't really have. I assumed it was going to die. To be honest,
I
with
would
you.
have preferred that,
I
honestly.
don't kill a baby. Yeah, I thought it was going to die at some point, but it didn't.
Yeah, no,
I have to also. So okay, on dragons.
Yeah.
The whole bond with their
The
riders thing confuses the hell out of me in this, because in one instance we're told that, like, if the rider dies, the dragon's
Fine.
fine,
Sad, but
sad but fine.
Yeah.
But if the
Dragon
dragon dies,
dies,
the rider
rider
dies.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, sure. But then, like, so, and like particularly with Tan, because he has been mourning his rider for like forever, basically, which I think was portrayed as maybe slightly unusual, but like no one really thought that much about it because they are sad.
Yeah.
But then after they all magically bond, I love the word bond.
Bond, yeah.
They magical horse girl bond with their dragons.
Yeah. It's definitely horse girl vibes.
It's then game on to murder them to try and get
the
the dragon.
Yeah.
But that dragon is presumably sad. Or is it just because they haven't
I think
been
it's
with
because
them
they
long
haven't been
enough?
with them long enough.
But also then
like, if you get in quick enough, then maybe
the
they
bonds-
don't
they
care,
don't care
as much.
Yeah.
But, like, that seems really harsh from the dragon's point of view. You pick this person.
Yeah. And also, it just kind of, it meant, like, I didn't understand the timeline because...
Oh, the
like,
timeline of this book is so fucking confusing because she does massive time jumps just randomly.
Yeah, but it almost seems like this is the first time this school's happened because, like, it doesn't really come around it all that, you can kill a freshly bonded rider in order to get their dragon, up until the point when what's-her-face, Violet, is bonded with a dragon, and they've done... what's the first thing called? It's not the reaping. It's like the opposite.
The threshing.
The threshing, thank you. After the threshing. But, like, if that was the case, and you could just do that, then why weren't, in the first half of the book, why wasn't that filled with... because there was a bunch of second years there that could have killed... I just stopped filming. I don't know why. There was a bunch of second years there that could have been working on killing the other second year's dragons. So, like, you don't really need to wait for the threshing.
Well,
You could have just killed another dude and gotten that dragon.
because I don't think the second years were still killing each other. So the thought that, what I thought was that, like, you've got, like, a certain time frame after the threshing where you can kill a rider and get their dragon, but after a certain point, obviously, then the dragon would be too sad and wouldn't take a new rider. So I think the second years, because it's come around to the start of a new year, and we've got the whole kind of, like, I think maybe it's been too long for the second years to be killing each other's over their dragons. Or, because I don't know what happens to the second years that don't get a dragon. Oh, they go back and be first years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are probably the ones trying to kill the other first years to get their dragons, because the other second years are too established.
I don't know. It seemed a bit weird.
Yeah.
Also, I have to laugh. Bond with a dragon so you can use biro pens.
Oh my god, I know. I was like,
What? I was like, cool, why don't we use a biro? It's like, what? You get magic pens when you bond with a dragon.
Yeah, and you can lock doors. Okay. It was a weird addition.
It was a very weird addition.
It's kind of like...
She was so excited about the pen.
so excited about it. Like, she's a bit of a nerd, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very like, you get like this excellent, super special individual power, but you also get all these other
little ones. Well, you just get magic in
you just
general.
get like
I guess.
little baby magic,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't know if we really needed that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, let's talk powers for a second.
yeah, okay.
Because Xaden's power...
controlling shadows, because he's dark
Yeah,
and
which is
sad
fine.
and
Like,
broody.
shadows are cool. But the power really confused me, because shadows are not tangible.
Yeah.
You can't touch a shadow.
No.
You can be in a shadow.
Yeah.
You can't touch it.
Yeah.
So, like, he was, like, using it to,
Grab
like,
stuff.
catch people,
Yeah.
throw things around. Like, I'm sorry, what is your power?
I think like they say his power is the ability to control shadows, but
Yeah.
what his power actually is like tangible darkness.
Yeah.
It's
Doesn't
kind
sound
of
as
like yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think that
Tangible
sounds pretty
darkness
cool.
does kind of...
Tangible darkness sounds dope.
It's like, I was like, there was a part where I think he must have caught Violet
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
was falling, and I was like,
And
how?
like, in the final battle, he was like grabbing
He was using it
dragons
as, and like using it as a shield
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and I'm like, is it?
Yeah, his power is actually like he can make darkness tangible.
Yeah.
Or something along those
Yeah.
lines. It's definitely not just like controlling shadows, because that's not actually a very good power. Like all you can do is just
Be dark and moody.
it's basically pass without trace, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Plus 10 to stealth.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just
Although it would look weird as like bright sunny day and it's just a shadow.
Yes, and and then of course, obviously, Violet gets the biggest baddest
power.
power.
She has two biggest baddest powers.
Yes.
Um,
And can we... Okay. Look, I'll be honest. I found the sex scenes pretty hot.
Oh.
The lightning while they're having
Oh
sex
my god, every time.
is so cringy.
So every
I'm
time
like,
she's just gonna
don't.
light a forest on fire?
There's a thunderstorm every time she has an orgasm. Like,
Not good. Not
you need
good.
to lock that shit down, girl.
Yeah,
Like,
I laughed at that. I was
it
like,
was-
I'm sorry. What?
It was so cringy. It was like, my orgasm was so amazing that like I literally summoned a thunderstorm, and I'm like,
Really?
really? Like she did a good job of writing the sex scene. Like it was a good sex scene, but like the lightning was just too much.
And like, it actually started a fire.
Yeah.
People had to go out and put it out.
And also like, way to telegraph what you're doing to
I
like, the
know.
entire fucking school.
Exactly. Yeah, I laughed at that so
Yeah,
hard.
It was bad. It was so bad.
On that note, the fact that Xaden's dragon and
Oh my god,
Violet's
they're
dragon
mates.
are mates.
Their dragons were mates.
And then when they're fucking,
They get horny.
they can feel the horniness.
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
What?
I mean, I had to laugh at the like, oh, her dragon and Xaden's dragons are mates.
Oh yeah, I was like, of course they are.
This was.
I actually, for a brief second, I thought the golden dragon was actually their baby, but it sounds like it's just like an adopted baby.
No, it's just like an adopted, I
Yeah.
think, yeah. But I was like, okay, this is basically there was only one bed.
Yeah.
Level trope. Like, this is so fucking obvious. That it's so fucking obvious. I was like, oh, fucking course they are.
Of course they are.
And like, I honestly don't think it adds much. Like,
Well, it means that they are forced together.
they have to
basically.
stay together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But like the whole, because it felt like it was originally introduced as like an extra reason for Xaden not to want to kill Vi. And I'm like, well, I don't think he was going to anyway.
No.
And the romance was heating up anyway.
Yeah.
Like it didn't really add much to that.
I mean, it did in a way because for some reason, I guess they're kind of like ferrets. Because like if a female ferret goes into heat and she doesn't get mated, she dies.
Oh.
So I guess dragons are kind of like that. Because they cannot bear to be separated for 3 days.
I was like, okay, man, like, suck it up. You can long distance this shit for a few days.
So I assume that's kind of because it meant that then Xaden and Violet
Have
couldn't
to
be
stay
apart.
together.
But then, like, there was that whole thing, like, once they were, truly, madly, deeply in love. And Xaden's, like, because he's the, about to graduate or whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she's only year 1. And she's like, oh my god, what am I going to do without him? It's going to be, next year, it's going to be so hard because I'm not going to have him here. Like, you'll be max apart for 3 days at a time.
100%.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, which, I don't know. I was a bit like, okay, this is really obvious. Like,
Yeah.
come on. It was a bit, again, it felt a bit clumsy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I can see what you're doing here. Like, I can very clearly see what you're doing here. And I don't want to be able to see what you're doing here. Like,
Yeah.
as an author, you need to be making your reader feel like this is all organic and like, natural. And it feels very like, but their dragons were mates, so they can't be apart.
Yeah.
They have to be together,
Yeah.
even though Violet's like the worst student here.
They have to
She's
feel horny for each other because they're dragons.
Because they're dragons too. She's definitely going to be sent to like the front line immediately so that she can stay with Xaden. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
I also had a note on the romance. There was a brief moment where Xaden and Violet were like, we can't do this. Like, I think it was after they fucked for the first time. And then it was all like, oh, it's just sexual. Like, we're not doing this romance thing. He was all like, I'm too dangerous to be with you.
I don't do love.
Yeah, exactly. 2 pages later, it was resolved, and I'm like, that is a massive pet peeve of mine, as we've discussed during the regular episode.
Yeah.
It's like you can't start a conflict and then just time jump to when it's fixed.
Immediately solved. There was another bit where Violet, I had a brief show of backbone, and I think she was telling Xaden off, and then like 2 seconds later she was backing down again, and I was like,
Yeah. My other big issue was I actually don't think that Yarros writes action well.
I could
anymore.
not tell what was going on.
Right? I had no idea.
In that-
that final fight, I'm like,
who's falling? Why?
Who's
What's
where?
what? Yeah,
How
I
far
had
are we
that
away from the
absolutely
city?
agreed. Yeah,
How high are we? Where is everybody?
it was
Half the
just
time
a
I couldn't-
jumble of words.
Half the time I couldn't remember who was
I
a dragon,
couldn't-
who was a human.
Couldn't figure it out. What not? I just
Yeah, and the impact of that final fight scene with like Liam dying and everything was really lessened because I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened.
same. I'm like, what? I really couldn't wrap my head around what was happening.
Yeah, and it was like there was the town, and Xaden was in the town doing something, and the bad guy was trying to get into the town, but then also there was like this aerial battle happening, and like
it just wasn't the action just really wasn't at all clear. Like
yeah.
it was
there was
very,
no sense
very
of geography.
No, it was very muddied. It was just like, it was all just like, oh, it was, this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and you just kind of be like, wait, what? Who's where?
And, yeah, where is everybody?
Yeah.
And like, if you are going to be writing like an aerial dogfight between wyverns and dragons and griffins,
Really
and all
important
that
to
shit,
know where they all
it's
are.
important to set the scene a little
Yeah.
bit, because like I was like, I can't visualize this at all. And I mean,
No.
I know you have a very different experience of reading than I do, but like I see a well-written action scene in my head. I'm like watching it like on a movie, and I was
That's
just
really
like,
cool, man.
yeah, it's awesome. I love reading. But I'm like, I can't tell what's happening.
No.
Like I don't know what the landscape looks like. I don't know what the town looks like. I don't know who's where.
Yeah.
I can't remember which dragon belongs to which person, so I don't really know who's in danger, or like. And there was there like mountains or something? I don't know.
I know, well, that's the thing. It was like, I didn't understand what they were doing, because I was like, get the townspeople out, and they were getting the townspeople out, and I'm like, well, where are they going? And then I was like, oh, get them to the cave, I think, or something.
Yeah, there was like a
and then I was
cave.
like, where did they come from?
Yeah,
and
where's the
like,
cave?
Yeah,
How far
I'm
away is the cave?
Why did they just? What?
And then like then there was like they were running, and then one of the bad guys was like sucking all the life out of the ground or something, and then the people were having to run away from that and I'm like, where is where are we all?
I don't know.
And I really felt like I felt like the action was really second fiddle to the romance, because all through the book I kept being like, oh, that gauntlet thing is a really cool idea. Tell me more about that. Nope, never mind. It's done. We're not talking about that anymore.
Even that, when she described how she succeeded, I didn't really understand what she did. I was like, yes, she used a rope, I think, but I was like, but how? Like, what? I didn't have enough of an idea of what was actually happening. Yeah. And like same with the sparring fights, it was all just like a flurry of movement, but I'm like, how?
Yeah, I couldn't see it. And like the gauntlet, I was like, that's a cool idea, like this kind of like obstacle course up a mountainside, like Ninja Warrior style, kind of like rolling balls and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it was basically like Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, it was American Ninja Warrior, basically, up a cliff. And I was like, this is a cool idea, and it would be cool to watch this character with a disability figure out how to get up this, but I couldn't picture it because you didn't give me enough information about what it looked like or what the challenges were, or like, you know, it was like, oh, there's like a moving staircase, and I'm like, what do you mean moving moving?
That's
how?
the thing, like she tried.
Yeah, but she just wasn't very good at it.
It just really wasn't clear. Yeah, the action scenes I feel were definitely a massive weak point.
And I think, like, I don't know if she was aware that they were a weak point for her, and so she like deliberately skimmed over them, or because it felt like they were all very kind of like, oh yeah, and then she did it and it was fine, it was good, it was done. Like, you know, they introduced the gauntlet and it was like, oh yeah, over the next 3 weeks we like kept trying to do the gauntlet and I couldn't get up, but then, you know, on the last day I made it the whole way up until the last one that I'd never been able to do before, and then I did it. And I was like, okay, but like this is like the climactic point of this part of the story is you defeating the gauntlet. Tell us about every step. Yeah. You know, make us feel it a bit more. Yeah. And it just felt like she was like, so we can get to the date and snogging. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Let's get past that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
And that was a really big issue I had. One of my last notes was they killed Liam.
Oh, same. Yeah, he was the one character that I really liked.
Right? Liam was a good dude.
Yeah.
We likely should be Dane. It should be Dane. Fuck Dane.
Liam, like, there were people dropping off flies all over the place.
Yeah.
And I feel like we were supposed to feel sad about some of them.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No, I didn't know who any of these people were.
No, Liam was the only one that I was like,
Liam and Rhiannon.
Rhiannon didn't die.
No, she didn't die, but she was probably the only other character I could, like, recognise. Yeah. I was like, I know who you are.
Yeah. But, like, there was a bit of a trope in that, like, right before a character died, she'd spend a bit of time talking about them, and then they'd die. So, like, as soon as, like, some random, like, out character got a little bit of airtime,
You're like,
well,
you're
there.
gonna...
I think I've got actually from the first chapter I picked it up because I've got Dylan's dead, and then I've got Dylan real dead. I don't even remember who Dylan was, but I knew he was going to die almost immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way, just more on like writing style, the way she wrote dialogue. I didn't like a lot of it, particularly the way she wrote like faults in the speech.
Like, I didn't really notice that.
Didn't you? She was very much like with Pete, in that she really had to like phonetically make it out. So if like someone was like panting, she'd like put full stops like between every word.
Yeah.
Or like there was a part where I think Violet was slurring, and so she just like didn't put any spaces in.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like I was just like, you don't need that.
Just say that she was slurring.
Yeah, it just felt really.
That's what dialogue text for.
And I hate it. Yeah. And she kept using whisper shouting.
Yeah.
What's a whisper shout? Are you whispering or are you shouting?
It's that kind of like, I told you not to do it kind of thing.
Whisper shout, whisper shout, whisper shout.
But it's probably not something that you
whisper shout.
do very often.
Everyone was whisper shouting. I'm like, just pick one.
I guess I think the last thing I probably have was like, again, coming back to the like, the empire that spent 400 years at war and conscripts its youth into a death cult isn't on the up and up. What a fucking shock.
I know, the fact that she was so like so shook
and so mad at Xaden for not telling her. I'm like, you're the general's daughter. Why would he tell you? Like,
I know, I did not understand that.
That
was really just
argument.
It's just a device to have the will they won't they in the next book, I presume. Because she's acting like
stupid,
a petulant little general's daughter. Yeah, is what she's acting like.
Yeah. Also, like, the executive were just way too mean to not be evil. Yeah. Like, her mom, the general, everyone they spoke to from, like, the higher-ups was just, like, a little bitch. And I was like...
Quite clearly not good people.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, you're clearly evil. Like, I could kind of tell that, like, from the get-go.
Yeah.
It was just, that was really obvious. But at the same time, I'm still not entirely clear on what's happening. Like, it was...
No, so the Wyverns are the bad guys?
So the Wyverns and the Venom are the bad guys.
So, but why have we...
So why have we been fighting the Griffin Riders?
Are we just, I think, sacrificing... What's the other... What are they called?
The Griffin Riders.
No, yeah, the Griffin Riders. Where are they from?
Paromial,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say Boolean, but sure. I'm like,
that's a library term.
That's a library term. I don't know why that was in my head. It starts with B.
Well,
I think they're sacrificing the Baromials. So they're not at war with them.
Right.
They're basically being like, okay, the Wyverns can eat the shit out of them. We're just going to protect our borders and protect ourselves. We're not going to lend them any aid to fight them.
But then how did the soldiers on the front line not know that?
Classified? I don't know.
But, like, aren't they fighting they're fighting the Griffin Riders, not the Wyverns.
Are they?
That's what I got the impression from. Like, it wasn't until they crossed the
weren't
border.
Weren't the Griffin Riders looking for something as well?
So,
or was that the Wyvern?
The Wyvern Riders were looking for something.
Right.
What I understand is Xaden and his crew of rebels have been smuggling weapons to the Griffin Riders.
Yeah, to help them fight.
Help them fight the Wyverns.
Yeah.
Who are attacking
the Baromials,
their
the
country, the bullies. But I don't understand how the war, like, are the Griffin Riders attacking Basgith because they're trying to escape?
Yeah, they they're
or
asylum seekers.
Yeah, like
basically. Yeah, there's so much yikes.
So much yikes. So yeah, I'm really unclear on like what is actually happening in this border situation. Like, obviously there is like classified information about the fact that Wyvern and the Venin are real. but I don't really know what the like upper class of Basgiath are trying to do.
Well, what did they erase? They erased them from history. Why did they do that? Do we
I
know?
have no idea.
Because that implies that they...
And I
had
think it was
something to do
somehow
with it.
tied in with the rebellion, right? So like,
Well, yeah, they knew about the
They knew
Wyvern,
about
and
it.
they wanted to, I assume, give aid to the Booleans. And Basgiath,
okay.
well, not Basgiath, what are they? The Navarre. Basgiath's the school.
oh yeah,
Um,
Navarre,
Navarre.
Navarre,
Alright.
probably Navarre. Knowing how fantasy words usually pronounce, but yeah,
Well, that's like something we need to talk about, the random Irish Gaelic,
yeah,
because I can't be bothered making up my own language, so I'll use one that kind of already exists
yeah,
for no apparent reason.
weird choice.
I don't, yeah, like, it's a, what, is, does Ireland exist in, in this world?
Like,
Why?
why did you need it? Just say,
Just make up your own keyboard smash.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not that hard. Everyone else does it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I found that the weird
Weird choices.
of random Irish. In some and not all. Like,
Yeah.
most of the dragons' names are Irish,
Yeah,
and then some are made up. Like, Scales, just made up.
yeah,
Like, okay. What, you couldn't do that with all the other dragons?
yeah. Yeah, no, weird choice.
Good choice.
And Brennan's alive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, it's all that.
I actually didn't, but possibly just because I didn't think about it hard enough.
Yeah.
Like I was like, ugh, dead brother, boring.
Well, it was another one of those things that was brought up a little bit too obviously for me. I'm like, well, he's clearly alive.
Yeah,
and like,
I
also
think-
the circumstances around his death was all very tied to the rebellion as well.
yeah,
So
I
was
thought
like,
that's
well,
why he kept getting brought up, because it was
Right.
another reason for Vi and Xaden to hate each other.
hate each other. Yeah.
I thought it was just trying to like because she didn't do a very good job at keeping their antagonism going very long.
No, it wasn't a very good enemies to lovers.
It was
to be
a
honest.
pretty quick enemies to
Yeah.
lovers.
It wasn't even like I struggled with the enemies because, and it is maybe it's part of that whole telling not showing thing, but it was basically the enemies was basically just them being like, I hate you, but there was no real like, particularly for.
I think the problem was like she thought they were enemies, but I don't think Xaden ever thought
No.
they were enemies.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought he
because
was-
Xaden clearly knew that Brennan was alive.
Well,
so,
yeah, that actually
yeah.
probably does explain that in hindsight. So
Yeah.
we're like,
Yeah, I didn't tell you about her.
yeah, like Xaden feels like he was upset about his parents' death, his father's death, and everything, but he never really felt like he blamed Violet.
No, because why would you?
He's
Like-
being punished for the sins of his father.
Exactly.
Why would he do the same thing to Violet?
But like, and that's why I feel like why would Violet hate him? Because once more, he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but I think Violet's dumb.
Yeah,
so, and she's like brainwashed into because her mother's a general, I guess. She's like brainwashed into the thing. But no, I did not see Brennan not being dead. I will say I did not like the final chapter being Zane's point of view.
No, I found it a bit weird.
Leo! Shush. Because it didn't add anything. Like, all the information that we got from that final chapter could have come from Violet's point of view. We could have just started when she woke up from her little coma.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have gotten that. Is she gonna wake up? Is she gonna be okay?
yeah, but we knew she was going to be
I
okay
love
because
her.
she's the fucking main
I
character.
love her, but I can't be with her for reasons.
Yeah, it's stupid. There's nothing that we got from being in Zane's point of view that we couldn't have got from Violet's point of view. We know how he feels.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And I was annoyed that having been in first person Violet's point of view the entire way through, she switched just for the last chapter. And I
Yeah.
don't know if that means they're going to flip back and forth in the next book.
Yeah, I would assume
Or,
so.
Like,
Surely you must. You couldn't just have one random chapter from his point of view. That would be really random.
that would be so weird.
I assume you must be.
That she's like setting up
Yeah.
that's going to be happening. Also, first person present tense.
Happens a lot in YA.
Yeah. crazy
like
way
it.
to write.
Yeah, don't like
Crazy
it.
way to write.
I
I'm
don't
like,
like
what
it.
are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like literally the first note I wrote was first person present tense is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always throws me when I start with it.
Yeah, I don't.
I feel like it'd be hard to write as well.
Yeah. Yeah. For a whole book.
Yeah.
Like, I will write, like, a short fic in present tense, like 2 pages, and even then I have to always go back and keep correcting myself because I keep slipping into past tense.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
Present tense is just an odd
It is. It's
way
it's
to write a story.
weird way to write a
Yeah.
story.
I don't have that much problem with it, other than like,
I
it always
wasn't
it always
used
takes
to
me
it.
a second to be
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, la, la."
Once I got used to it, I
Yeah,
stopped
once you're into
noticing
it, yeah.
But, like, from a writer perspective, I'm like, bloody hell, it's a hard way to write a
Yeah.
whole book.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's just not natural.
No.
Like 99% of books are written in third person,
yeah.
third
Third person past tense.
past tense, yeah. Like that, or even first person
Past
tense.
Yeah. Yeah, I do find it is a big thing in young adult, and I feel like this book is basically just
Oh my god, that was something else I wanted to talk
adult
about. Okay. So this was a big thing for me. I was like, so I consume a lot of like podcasts and stuff about film media and TV media and stuff like that. And there's this thing that comes up often that's like a movie will get like, say, an R rating because there is like one scene that has like a lot of violence or it's got a big sex scene or something in it. And they will then go back and like add some other stuff elsewhere in the movie to kind of justify it
the
being
fact
an
that it's
R
got an
rating.
R, yeah.
To be like, okay, well, we got this rating because we had this one kind of very impactful scene.
Yeah.
And like, we'll just go and throw a few like extra swears or something in
Yeah.
to like feel like we're justified. That's what this book felt like.
100%.
I was like, this is young adult that has been bumped up to new adult because it has
sex
a
in it.
very graphic sex scene. And I feel like a lot of the stuff earlier in the book, before the sex scene with Vi and Xaden, is just like shoehorned in there.
They act like modern day high schoolers.
Yeah.
Like, they
Yeah.
talk like high schoolers.
Yeah.
They act like high schoolers. Like, they act like they're 16 years old.
Yeah,
They're all
but there's
incredibly
also
immature.
a lot of like, I feel like there's a lot of off-screen sex that feels very shoehorned in early in the book, like Rhiannon's sleeping
Yeah.
around, everybody's banging except Vi,
Yeah.
and even Vi like flirting with Dane or like making sexy comments.
Yeah,
I'm
suddenly
like,
became-
this doesn't feel
Yeah.
right. This doesn't
Yeah.
feel like you.
Yeah.
Like it feels forced.
Yes.
And I feel like
It's, I mean, you know what it sounded like? It sounded like when you're in high school
And you're
you're trying to make out like you're totally okay with
Yeah,
sex.
yeah.
And you're like, so we're just going to talk about sex because,
yeah.
like, it's what we do.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we're totally
so-
okay with it.
I-
Because we're grown ups.
it very felt like, you know, like, oh, Rhiannon's sleeping around and Vi's like, oh yeah, I'm totally fine with
totally
that.
fine with that. Yeah.
Like it just felt so unnatural,
Yeah.
and it really felt like she's written a young adult book, wanted to put a very hot sex scene in it,
Yeah.
and then has been like, I guess I'll better like add some more lead up to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it didn't feel natural. Like I didn't feel like Violet was a particularly horny person
No.
until she started getting all up in Xaden's business.
Yeah.
But there are all these
I don't know,
comments-
oh, well, yeah, I see what
It's
you mean.
like there's
Yeah,
all
they were
these
shooting
comments-
those random comments.
and I'm like,
from the start.
Yeah.
As well.
yeah,
Yeah.
from the get go, and I'm like, this doesn't feel natural.
No.
This feels very forced.
Yeah.
And the violence as well. Like a lot of the violence just felt like, I don't know, does this really need to be there? Like it just felt like, oh, you know, it's a new adult book, so it should be really violent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, does it though? You know,
Yeah.
like just like people's necks getting snapped left, right, and center, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
all right then.
Yeah, it very much reads like a young adult,
Yeah,
but
with sex.
with sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that sex scene was incredibly graphic.
Which I guess does feel a hole in the market because there is a lot of readers who do really like young adult but maybe want a little bit more.
Yeah. I just feel like it either needed to be integrated better throughout the story or just don't bother. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a normal, like, I don't know how old, I don't even know how old Violet is, like 21, 23?
20, I
something
think,
like that,
yeah.
20. Like a normal 20-year-old girl does not think about sex that often And like, it would be perfectly normal for her to really not mention sex until she starts getting hot for Xaden.
Yeah.
And then being like, oh, I'm having horny feelings
Yeah.
about this boy. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, I don't feel like it was necessary to really, like,
No.
emphasize it so much.
Yeah, I
and
definitely
make her
picked
so
up on that
horny
as
the
well.
whole way
Like,
through.
the way, yeah, it was very out of place. Even especially in like the fantasy setting as well. Like, I don't know, when you're reading fantasy and it's like this medieval sort of setting, and they're being like, "Oh my god." Like, you totally slay, girl. Like, it was really at
Jarring,
odds.
yeah.
So, like, I don't know, if you want to have that, you need to build it into your fantasy world a little better. Or,
Yeah.
like, it's just, it didn't, the characters didn't match the setting.
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
What it
and
was,
I mean, I understand like the sort of heightened reality of like, we could die at any minute, so like,
Yeah, I get
who
that.
you sleep with doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But if you were going to do it that way, maybe if I should have slept with someone else before Xaden.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you really wanted to show like she is a sexually active,
Yeah.
you know, person who is just like, you know, wants to bang a bitch, let her bang a bitch.
Yeah.
You know, let her have a sexual encounter with somebody prior to her
Yeah.
sleeping with Xaden.
And treat it with a little bit more maturity.
Maturity.
Yeah, it was very like,
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
But to then go on write like a couple of very hot sex scenes, I was like, what were you doing earlier in the book? Like,
Yeah. I have to ask though, this may be my ace showing.
probably.
Well, I don't know. I found the sexy talk between them fucking terribly hilarious.
Oh, look.
Like,
dirty talk.
there's a line that I had to write down. You have incredibly touchable skin. Oh, baby. Talk dirty to me.
Yeah, I mean, look, I wish
What
they...
is that?
I wish they would both shut up while they were having sex. But I mean, look, I think dirty talk is a very personal thing. Like, some people find it really hot.
Yeah.
I personally find it incredibly awkward.
Yeah, same.
I
I
was
was
just
like,
like,
oh no, don't, please.
Please, moan, fine.
Yeah.
Chatting away, I'd rather you
You have
didn't.
incredibly touchable skin.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just
like,
creepy.
I can see where it's coming from, but yeah, it's dirty talk isn't really for me. I didn't find it that jarring, but like, I was pretty invested in the sex scene as it was. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, you know, I was like, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the lightning. I found the lightning more.
The lightning
off-putting.
hilarious. Yeah, the lightning was hilarious.
like-
That took me out of it a bit.
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
I couldn't. At that point, I'm like, I'm sorry.
I was like, you're doing so well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably all I
I
had.
think that's all I have. Let me just have a quick
Um,
little.
I think my summary is pretty much like, not a very good action writer,
Yeah.
pretty predictable. Did I have fun? Yes.
I did. Yeah.
Will I read the next one? Probably.
They're so pretty as well.
They are so pretty.
They are very pretty. They
They're
look
very
nice on the
pretty.
shelf.
They do.
I will say that. Oh, the only other thing.
Yeah.
So it's called the Empyrean cycles or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the Empyrean?
I don't know. Maybe that's the like the rulers of
I thought it was something to do with the
Navarre?
dragons. Because there was something when they broke the rules and Violet got 2 dragons.
Oh, and then the dragons went and had their little hobnob.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's the Imperium. I don't know.
Like, she's named her entire trilogy, or I think there's actually going to be 5 of them now because
Oh.
it's doing so well.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, you know, why not?
Spit it out.
I mean, look, respect.
Yeah.
If you can, why wouldn't you?
You know, respect for your story.
I mean,
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know.
it's not Lord of the Rings.
I kind of feel like if you're going to write a trilogy, just write a trilogy. And if you get super famous off it, write another
No,
one.
write another one. But yeah,
I don't
she's
know.
based on, and I have no idea. It was mentioned, I think, once,
I don't remember
and
it
I
at all.
don't really. Yeah, exactly. And I don't understand what it is.
Yeah,
But
I
she's
don't
named the trilogy after it.
know. Oh, well, must be important then.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, my hopes for the next one, more dragons.
More dragons. Well, now we don't have to like prove ourselves to get to the dragon, so I would assume.
I
there
guess,
would
but
be.
even like after Violet's bonded with dragons, it's still not like they're not around most of
Yeah.
the time. You know, you occasionally get Tan's voice in her head, but like,
Mm.
I think it's because she can't write action, right? And all
Well, dragons, yeah, I can't.
the dragons
Action
are
heavy.
action scenes. So like, even when she's doing like flight training and stuff with Tan, it's very like, oh yeah, like I fell off like 8 times,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
yeah.
can we read about that?
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
want to read about the dragons. This
Yeah.
is the dragon book.
Yeah.
Give me more dragons.
Give me the
So,
dragons,
I hope there's
yeah.
more dragons.
I love dragons.
Yeah.
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 Cool. I think that was everything. We had a lot to say about it. It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like we liked it, but we did.
We did. This is the thing. I kind of liked it against my better instincts.
Yeah. It was entertaining.
It was entertaining. It was good fun.
Yeah.
Look, I've read a lot of very average books that I have enjoyed a lot because it was like, meh.
I mean, it's a bit like when you're watching when you're watching movies. You have movies that are like good movies, and then you have rom-coms.
Yeah. You have movies that are just like dumb fun.
Yeah, exactly. And
This is kind of dumb fun.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not gonna, change the world
Yeah.
or make you think deeply about anything.
Nope.
But it's a good time.
I mean, and look, full respect, because I really wasn't liking it.
No.
And then suddenly I was.
Yeah.
And so, like, full respect for pulling me back, because usually once I've decided I don't like a
it.
book, it's
Yeah.
really,
Yeah,
it's really hard
that's
to get
it.
me back
Decisions
on side.
made. Yeah.
And
It kind of snuck up.
It did.
I was reading it, I'm like, oh. Like, why am I staying up way past my bedtime to finish this book?
Yeah.
I read it in like 3 days.
I was sitting in a restaurant eating lunch at work and just being like, and that was when I made that note. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
I care.
Yeah, it's like, I have the same thing. I'm like, why do I care?
I care. I
Why do
care.
I want to know what happens next? Even though I clearly already know what's going to happen.
I absolutely know what's going to happen next. But I'm invested.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, take away from that what you will, whether you
Yeah,
think
look,
it's...
don't read it expecting it to be like...
Literature.
Yeah, literature or anything groundbreaking, because it's certainly not. And from what I've read, so I'm the sort of person that after I see a movie, I go and look at IMDb and find out all the facts. So I do the same with books. I go on Goodreads and find all the facts
I
and
absolutely don't.
and read all the other people's reviews.
I'm like,
And
I'm
so
done with it.
what I've heard is that this... so Emma and I are quite new to this Romantasy.
Yes, this is
our
my
first
Romantasy, I
Romantasy,
think.
yeah. Apparently a lot of this is very
Standard
for Romantasy, to the point where she's been accused of plagiarism
Oh, damn.
a couple of times, I think. Nothing serious, like I don't think anyone's taken it to court or anything,
Yeah.
but and you always get that, like, there's always similarities and whatnot. So I think there's a lot of these, like things like Brennan coming back
Oh.
is a very...
Oh, it's a trope, is it?
I don't know if it's a trope, but it's happened in another very popular Romantasy series.
Okay. Interesting.
And yeah, so there's just certain things like that. So yeah, if you like Romantasy and you don't mind, rehashing things that you...
Reading the same book again.
Exactly, yeah, with a slightly different twist, then you'll probably really enjoy it.
Yeah.
If it's your first Romantasy, you'll probably really enjoy it.
Yeah. Have a good time.
Yeah, just don't expect it to be like
Amazing.
because it's
No.
it's not like it's not. Yeah, it's entertaining.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much
That's
it from us
yeah.
on The Fourth Wing. Thank you for listening to our super special extra bonus episode.
Of us just
Rambling about a book.
about stuff.
Yeah.
Come back for more.
If you like this, tell us
Yes.
on our social medias.
We will be diving into a few other books.
Yep.
We'll pick one every now and then.
Yeah.
Should we say what our next one's going to be?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So our next one is, we thought, In for a Penny, In for a Pound.
Yep.
We're actually going to read A Court of
Thorns
and Roses. I know. I just know it as ACOTAR. I don't actually
It's
know what it's called.
ACOTAR. We all know it's ACOTAR.
Yeah. We're going to start with the first one of that.
We're
so,
stuck.
yeah. So we'll see how we go from there.
Now we know a bit of Romantasy. We'll see how it stacks up, I guess.
Yeah.
No dragons.
No dragons. And yeah, we might be talking about enemies to lovers in the future, because that is a trope that we enjoy and
Come up a few times.
And you'll talk about writing and all sorts of stuff. So stay tuned.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.